Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Willie and Ernie show. What have you been up to, Ernie?
A whole lot of nothing. You know, retired life.
Is that a new hat? A different hat? You haven't worn that hat before,
Yeah,
right?
no, I never worn it.
Yeah.
I bought it today, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was waiting on my daughters, and I said, well, there's a Cavender's, and I pulled over, and I went in there, and I came out with a hat.
Wow, looks good. Looks good.
Yeah,
What's
I needed,
that?
I wanted a new straw hat, and I shaped it differently. I was not as tall.
Yeah.
It's more lower, wider.
That makes hat number what? A cowboy hat number what?
Oh, probably in my lifetime?
No. At home right now.
12, 15.
Really? You got that many cowboy hats? Oh my gosh.
I got a collection. Been wearing them all my life, all since I was a little child.
How much that run you?
This one was $44.
Oh, that's affordable.
Yeah, and I got a military discount, so it was $40.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm glad you got your military discount.
I get my military discount. I always got to ask. If you're a veteran, ask for the military discount, but you got to have your card.
He never forgets.
Never forgets.
Okay, drum roll. How many subscribers do we have, Ernie?
94.
That's it?
Yeah. That's all this hard work.
94. Well, I mean, we last time we did a count, we were at 17. So we're at 94.
94. We have a video that's over 1,000 views.
For us, that's good. That's good for us. I think we've been averaging maybe 100 views.
We're almost viral.
We're almost viral. Our goal was 100,000 subscribers at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Let's
just get to 1,000.
We're having a little trouble getting to 100.
Yeah.
But we're almost there. I look at it every day. So 91.
I've been looking like there's like a new one almost every day.
92.
Yeah.
It's torture. Please
if
subscribe.
we live long enough.
Yeah, we'll get to 100,000.
We'll get to 100,000. Maybe.
2050, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, well, we did a video out in Bandera, Texas. That what's it called?
Thunders in
the Hills
biker rally.
And so it's the first time one of our videos did over 1,000 views. So we thought it was pretty good.
It was new to us.
All these bikers probably tuned in thinking they were going to see bikers or something, and they were probably sorely surprised that it was a couple guys just being stupid.
Yeah.
Oh well. All right. Well, we'll get there someday. But today, Ernie wanted to make another video.
My idea again, like Bigfoot, UFOs.
Yes. So now he wants to do another video called "The Good Ole Days." What are the good old days, Ernie?
The good old days for me, when I was young, growing up on the ranch, and all my family was still alive. And there was cows and tractors, and we did everything together. Every day we would meet at the ranch and have dinner after school, and we played.
Did y'all have a family dinner every night?
Yeah, with me and my cousins and my uncles. And my brothers would show up. And once they got older, they had to start having family, and they started having kids, and it was a focal point for us. To me, that's the good old days.
That's the good old days for you?
That's my most happy thoughts. Is that time frame.
And that's what you want to talk about.
Well, not just that, but just everything else that happened during that era. There's so much to it. It's not just not what you. If you want me to put it all in one sentence, it's bigger. But for me, talking about my happy days or my good old days, as I think of it, is when I was a child, when I was 10 years old or so, 12.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I think the good old days have to. I mean, because we wrote a lot of ideas down of how it was to grow up in the 70s and 80s. But to me, ultimately, the good old days are the memories of people, your interpersonal relationships that you had growing up, whether it was with family, cousins, whoever, or people from work or people from school. It's funny that you don't realize at the time that you're experiencing the good old days.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't.
Yeah.
I used to work at Ninfas. I started working at Ninfas. It was a Mexican restaurant here in town, and I was like 15 years old, and that's where I met my friend Rick, right? And I met a lot of people there, and we had such fun killing ourselves working as bus boys and waiters, and but we had so much fun that it didn't seem like work until after I left and quit and moved on with my life. Then you look back at those times and they feel nostalgic.
Yeah.
I remember all the incidents. We had so many stories of, working at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Another time period of my life was working in the movie theater. I was 15, 16 years old at that time. I worked at the Santigos movie theater. It was the nicest theater in town back then. And you worked with nothing but other high school kids at the time. So it was a blast to work at the theater. And, I look back at those times and it was fun. And then my last nostalgic period that I remember in terms of non-family times was I was acting a lot of. I loved acting, right? So at the San Antonio College, when I started college, I joined the drama department. That's where I met Raymond and a whole bunch of other folks. And when I think back during those times, it was a lot of fun. And I think back.
Well, where do I fit in there?
I'm getting to you.
Oh.
I am getting to you. But
I see because we're starting to get into 80s now, and I come around in the 90s.
Yeah, you come. But the drama department, it was great, and I left another group of friends out. My friend Barry and Lawrence. I grew up with them in high school as well, and we were Christians, and we were involved in the church and things like that, and those are great memories as well. And we had a good time and building. It's all about relationships to me when you say the good old days. And then when I come and met you in my life, it all went to hell.
Yeah, I corrupted him.
No.
Actually, he was already corrupt. He found a partner in crime.
It's funny how when you meet somebody, something intangible is in the air.
Something.
And as soon as
I don't know if it was good.
In our case, it was your alcohol fumes coming out of your mouth. That must have been.
Yeah, that's such a partner.
No, but when we met, because you meet a lot of people in your life, and some people they know you right away, something about what they do, and other people you feel a connection right away.
Yeah.
And when we met,
whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever it is, it was a friend connection. I felt very comfortable and relaxed, and we're talking and laughing.
So I'm part of the good old days.
Yes, you are. Yeah, because at that time, of course, we were older. We were probably in our late 20s. In our late 20s. Pushing 30, but I had never gone out, and not like when you and I were hanging out. We started going out to dance clubs.
I showed you the way.
I
showed you all the bad stuff.
No, and those are fun memories. We had a lot of good times. So, and again, to me, it's the interpersonal relationships. So when you say good old days,
that's what it means to you. That's what it means to me. Well, mine's similar. Mine was mostly with family.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I had some friendships as kids, but it doesn't really. I mean, I remember them.
Who was your best friend growing up, when you were in 15 and?
My cousin Henry.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah,
I mean, he was the best man, when I got married.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was my best man, and I mean, we always say that we're brothers.
Yeah,
we're not just cousins because we did everything together. And we grew up at the ranch, so we have that in common.
Yeah, he still lives on the ranch.
Yeah, he still lives there.
Yeah,
he still lives there.
I met Henry. In fact, when you invite me to go out to the ranch, we go out and shoot target shooting out there. It's fun. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of property there to shoot all we want, so that's fun.
Yeah, 400 acres to do whatever you want. But
the people from California, California are going.
There's
shooting.
More to the good old days for me.
Yeah.
But when you ask me that question, that's the first thing that pops in my head. But there's so much more to it. But it mostly included my family and my family life, I guess.
Well, even like I got up to the 90s with you, and then of course I met my wife, and then we had kids. Those are a separate set. So there's different sets of good old days for us, you know, because you had your wife and kids and a whole set of experiences there, you know.
Yeah. Those, but that's, I mean,
so it's not about the lack of technology or having technology. It's all good. All the different things that were and weren't in our lives, physical, tangible things, material things. But it comes down to those relationships that we had. Those are the memories that I remember. Yeah. But as I'm remembering them, you know, like when we were kids, you realize, wait a minute, we didn't have the internet back then.
We had no technology.
And so that becomes part of the memory, right?
But just, I mean, yeah, if you would have told us that we're going to be doing a podcast and
no way
on my phone.
Yeah,
I got my phone up there. And they say, how does a phone take a picture or a video?
Oh my gosh, a phone! You know what I mean? It was a big piece. Rotary phones. You remember the rotary phones?
Yeah. And you had to wait till it come around so you could spin it again.
Yeah. And then, you know, long distance. Hurry up. Say hi.
I remember listening into other people's conversations.
Yeah.
And where you would pick up the handle and then you put your finger over it. And then you just slowly let the button come up so you can
eavesdrop on somebody's conversation.
Not to breathe, you would hold the mouthpiece up.
Who are you eavesdropping on?
I had a lot of technique.
But who were you eavesdropping on?
Parents or
parents. Why? I would never be interested in eavesdropping on my parents.
Here's the deal: at the farm,
there was nothing to do.
We got a phone like mid 70s.
Yeah, so did we. Probably.
Somewhere around there, and it was a party line. It's what's called a party line. I don't know if they still do it. I doubt it. But you would like there'll be like 3 farms or 4 farms, and each one had a ring. So let's say at our farm, it was one long ring. That means it's your call.
It's a party line, so y'all would share. See, I've never even know that. So you would share a line?
Yeah, if it rang like 2 rings, it was your neighbor. If it was 3 rings, it was the other neighbor. If it was 4 rings, it's the other neighbor.
So anybody could answer the phone call?
Anybody can pick it up, and it's like you're all living in the same house.
Wow.
And so I would listen. I would like just sit there and just listen to my neighbors.
Did y'all have plumbing? Did you have an outhouse or what? That's so backwards, man. That's so early technology.
I remember when I was real young, we had to go get water at the well. It was a well.
What? You had to get water at the well?
And
I mean, there are wells. But
you had your own well.
Yeah, you had your own well.
And I remember going, because it wasn't right by the house either, because the house used to be at another place. But then the house moved, had another house after the Depression, and the well stayed over there. Anyway, and
it's expensive to drill
a well. Big old tub of water, so
you put it on
you can take a bath, and you put it on the stove and heat it up. And until about the 70s, we started getting water, and
that's farm life, because when I grew up, we opened up the water faucet, plenty of water.
Well, we did at my parents' house, but at the ranch we didn't.
Oh, okay, okay, at the ranch.
At the ranch we didn't have it.
I see.
Until in the 70s, there was always.
Was that Kennedy, Texas?
Yeah, it was. It's in between Kennedy and Pawnee, Texas.
Those are one-horse towns back then.
Oh, still is.